In this series, I'm going to teach you about the whole of the Metrolink system. We're going to go all the way to the end of the stops of all the trams, and I'm going to teach you about the history. I'm going to even talk about the ticket machines, even the platform, even the destination displays, and even the old trams. Part of this series will be recorded by a custom cream of everything, and make sure you go and subscribe to her on her channel. It's crazy to say how most of the network was actually converted railway lines. Hopefully by the end of this series, you should know more about trams than I myself, and even the green trams. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. And a lot of these photos are mine, and a lot of the videos are mine. But if they're not mine, I'll make sure I put in the description the link to the original photo, and even on the photo the copyright status. So I hope you enjoyed this series, and I'll see you in the video. So we're going to start on the Eccles line, which consists of 11 stops: Cornbrook, Pomona, Essex Quay, Suffolk Quays, Anchorage, Harbour City, Broadway, Langworthy, Weath, Ladywell and Eccles. The Eccles line was officially opened as far as Broadway tram stop on the 6th of December 1999 by the Prime Minister Tony Blair. And then the tram started running to Eccles on the 21st of July 2000, and it was officially declared to open by Anne Princess Royal at the cemetery on the 9th of January 2001. After Cornbrook tram stop, a specially constructed 360 metre long spur was constructed, and this allowed trams to go over the Manchester Shipping Canal. So the Eccles line was the first running street service that was on the Manchester Metrolink line, which consists of reserved track beds and actual tram lines on the street. A bit of history about this tram line. In April 1997, Altram, which is part of the Selco group, John Lang and Alessandro, was appointed to construct the Eccles line. Selco was responsible for the Sheffield Supertram, which would operate the whole network under a contract. Alessandro provided 6 additional vehicles, the T68As, which were a variant of the original T68 trams running on the network, but with a totally different electrical system, meaning that it made a different sound. Personally, I preferred the sound of the T68 tram because they made a much better sound.
This is a Bury service. The next stop will be Whitefield.
The sound of the T68 tram because they made a much better sound, and they had an alternating current electrical system, which the original T68s had a DC electrical system. Upon the opening of the Eccles line, all the T68 trams were fitted with buffers so they can continue with street operation on the Eccles line, and it wasn't just limited to the T68As. So, a bit more history about this line. It was actually not funded by the government, meaning that the transport group had to raise money to open this line. As of today, the Manchester Metrolink shortest line is actually the Trafford Park line going to Trafford Centre, but it was previously the Eccles line. Major redevelopment happened in Media City UK, meaning that they really needed a tram stop. And Media City UK is home to the ITV studios, meaning that in 2010, Metrolink opened its first stop at Media City UK. And it was a branch line, meaning that the driver had to get out of the tram, walk down the tram and then reverse the tram to continue back onto his journey. And as of today, the trams coming from Ashton go to Media City UK and then get out of the tram, go to the front of the tram, get back into the tram and then continue on to Eccles and then just do that in reverse all day. And I bet the drivers dread getting on the Media City UK Eccles line because they have to actually get out of the tram. In 2016, the Eccles line had to be closed for 2 months for the track to be renewed. Originally, the Eccles line used to run every 12 minutes, but now it was reduced to a frequency of every 6 minutes. As of today, the Eccles line is the light blue line. And to be honest, when I rode this line, it had so many twists and turns and I got quite bored. There was only one section where the tram actually sped, and that was between Weath and Ladywell. So there's not much that I can say about this line, except from the M5000 trams now fully operate on this tram, and you can put any M5000 tram on it because it's not like the Ultragram line where it's limited to just 3001 all the way to 3060. With this line, you can put any old tram on it and it'll be just fine, even 3121. So with the Eccles line, I will rate it a 6 out of 10. It was quite interesting because of the, the street running, and it was my first time on the actual Eccles line, so it was quite interesting. I've been on it a few times in the past, but not the whole line. And it was just a bit too twisty and turning, a bit boring. So yeah, I would rate it a 6 out of 10. But it did have some nice architecture around it, including the Suffolk Quays, the ITV studios, and a lot more. So I'm gonna toot off, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. That was my attempt of trying to be a tram.